Are you new to sales or looking to start a sales career? This video is for you. My name is Barbuto, and over the last decade, I've sold over $250 million worth of services and software in the ed tech industry. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything that I wish I knew when I first started to help you with expediting your ramp-up period. Let's get into it. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you're building expertise. In B2B sales, you need to be an expert on your industry, your company, and on all of your solutions, as well as your clients and prospects companies. You need to be both technically savvy as well as financial savvy so that you can understand exactly who you're going to be talking to, your clients and prospects, their business needs, how you can help them. The way you go about doing that is by reading the industry trades, taking trainings, webinars, as well as reading financial analysis. This can be a great way to really get an understanding of your prospects. You need to make this a regular habit though. It cannot be a one-time thing. Staying up to date with the industry is something that you need to make sure that you're always doing and you're always educating yourself. The role of the B2B salesperson is a strategic advisor and a consultant. So therefore you need to make sure that you have all of the knowledge that you need in order to help your prospects succeed into the future. With that, you should develop your scripts. Your scripts should be a shorter script of how you introduce yourself, your elevator script. Basically, you just want to say, this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what makes us unique, and this is the way that you can work with us. This is something that you can use anytime you're introducing yourself to a new company for the first time. Then you want to develop a longer script, which goes through your various solutions and the different ways that they help with different needs. You want to describe your various solutions in the most effective way possible, so that way you can free up your mind to think about your prospect. You don't want to be thinking about what to say when needs come up. So therefore, develop a script so that way you can describe your solution in the most effective way possible every time a need comes up. A good way to do this is by meeting with the various other salespeople within your organization. So meet with different people, pick their brains, ask them questions about objections, challenges, questions that clients usually will ask you in meetings, how long it should take you to close your first deal, anything that you should know to be successful. Ask them what they wish they knew when they first started. Meet with a variety of different salespeople and try to find a mentor. A mentor is somebody that's going to help you with navigating various situations, someone that's more experienced and has had success. You can never have enough mentors. After you meet with various salespeople, the next thing you want to do is meet with your support team. In sales, you cannot do this alone. You're going to have to rely on other people to help with prospects and more importantly with your clients. So meet with the team that you're going to be working with, get to know them, find out the most effective way that they like to work with salespeople, so that way you can start building great internal relationships that you can rely on later on when you need to. You also need to know exactly where to go to for different things when they come up. You need to know your sales cycle inside and out, so that way you can guide prospects from point A to point B. Meet with the various cross-functional teams that you're going to be working with and get to know exactly where you need to go for different things when they come up. The next thing you want to do is review your customer relationship management system or CRM system. Your CRM system is going to be your best friend in sales. It's where you log all of the details about all of your opportunities that you're working on, all of the campaigns and contracts, as well as the details from your meetings. Your CRM system should always be up to date. You should always transfer any notes from meetings over to your CRM system so that way you can then reference those notes later on, because sales cycles tend to be long. And it's really important that you're always remembering exactly what the value that your prospect said that you could deliver for them. It's also a great place to identify opportunities. The best place to look when looking for new clients when you first start somewhere is old clients. So look for any companies that your company had previously worked with, see if there's anything worth revisiting, and see if there's somebody that you might want to reach out to that could create a new opportunity for you. Once you get your list of accounts, clients, and prospects, thoroughly review them. Try to get to know exactly who the key people are by looking at their websites, by looking at their LinkedIn. There are typically 6 to 10 stakeholders in any B2B sale. So chances are you're going to be dealing with a variety of different people within the organization. But the most important person that you're going to be working with is someone that is going to be called a champion. This is a change agent that you will be working with throughout the sales cycle to help you push your deal forward internally. So it's really important that for every deal you have a champion that's going to be basically your internal representative within the organization. When you're looking for new prospects, start with your network. Even if you're going into a sales job for the first time and you don't have any, take a look at your LinkedIn. You'd be surprised. You may find somebody that you went to college with or you were on a sports team with that could end up being a prospect. The best way to get new deals is through referrals, and relationships are still critically important in B2B sales. When looking for new prospects, make sure that you're only looking for qualified prospects that fit your ideal customer profile. These are people that have the means to buy from you and a need to buy from you. More than 50% of any sales deal's success will have more to do with who you were talking to rather than anything you say or do. So make sure that you're targeting the right people so that way you set yourself up for success on every deal. From here, once you've identified who you want to reach out to, you need to commit to prospecting. Especially at the beginning of a new sales role, you should be spending roughly 90% of your time with prospecting, outreach, and finding those new prospects to reach out to, setting up qualified meetings and opportunities. It takes a lot of outreach in order to set up meetings and even more outreach in order to close deals. So you need to always be filling your pipeline so there's always somebody that is ready to buy in the near future. If you set up 3 to 5 meetings per week, you will be making sales in no time. So make sure that you're committed to outreach, consistently following up, because it takes an average of 7 touch points to get a response from a prospect. But remember, persistence beats resistance. Stay on top of it, provide value, and you will be setting up meetings. When you do get those meetings, it's time to prepare. You should learn everything that you can possibly learn about the person that you're going to be speaking to before you ever talk to them. Go online, go to their LinkedIn, go to their website, try to find out any recent articles, how they describe themselves, everything that you can possibly find out that would help indicate how you can likely help them, what kind of person that you're going to be speaking to, is what you want to do before you ever talk to them. What this will allow you to do is to go into a meeting and immediately build credibility by referencing what you learned in your research. It will also help set you up for success because you'll be able to customize your presentation and make it clear that you are somebody that is worth talking to, that knows your stuff. And by demonstrating your expertise and credibility by referencing what you learned about them right up front, it will start bringing down their walls and you will have a better chance of having a productive meeting. In your meetings, your goal is to get the next one, not necessarily to make the sale. So it's important that you go in with a game plan as to exactly how you're going to secure those next steps. If you want to hear the script that I use to secure next steps, head over to andrewbarbuto.com/resources and you can download a free script that I use to secure next steps within 5 minutes in meetings for pretty much every meeting that I enter into. With your meetings, you want to have it to be a back and forth dialogue. It should feel more like a conversation than a presentation. So the way I look at my meetings is like a doctor's visit, where I need to first diagnose the patient before I prescribe my solution. So first start building rapport, then you want to get into your questions, anything that you couldn't find out from your research that you'll need to know in order to present the best solution to help them with. As you're meeting, you go back and forth, use their words. So what that means is if they bring up something like, oh, we need to grow next year, or we've recently had turnover, or they mentioned a challenge, just reference that back to them. That's the most effective way to present your solution that will resonate with them. Support everything with stories and social proof. Reference similar clients that were in a similar situation that have benefited from your solution. Oftentimes in a software sale, the next step from a first meeting is a demo. How you want to look at your demos is looking at more like a movie trailer than the actual movie. Present only the features and benefits that are going to be most relevant to them, things that they've told you they have a need for. Highlight the feature, mention the benefit, get their feedback as to what it would do for them and whether it would actually solve the challenge that they mentioned to you, then move on to the next one. Before the end of the meeting, find out what their sales cycle is going to be like moving forward, where they stand, when are they going to have the budgets, because oftentimes they're not going to be ready to buy right away. In that scenario, you need to then enter them into a lead nurturing phase. What this means is between meetings, you're consistently providing personalized value. This is why it's so important that you take good notes in your meetings and you immediately transfer them to your CRM system. So that way you can reference those notes to provide the most valuable information to them in between meetings. So you want to present research, case studies, content, articles, anything that's going to be valuable to them. Make sure it's personalized. If you know that they're going to be buying soon, you want to create some urgency. The best way to create urgency is by providing a financial analysis of the financial benefits that they're missing out on by not moving forward and highlighting the competition and how they're benefiting from it. When you do get the RFP, the best thing that you can do is pick up the phone and call your prospect to learn all of the details that they didn't include in the request for proposal. Oftentimes, if you have a good relationship with your prospect, they'll tell you exactly what you need to do to win their business. By picking up the phone and having them tell you what you need to do to win their business, they will be playing a role in creating the proposal and therefore be more likely to choose you because they are taking ownership of it. Throughout the sales cycle, you want to consistently secure commitments that are able to get them to invest in you. So that way, when the time comes, they will want to get this over the finish line just as much as you do. When it comes time to negotiate the contract, you want to take a collaborative approach. What this means is that you're coming at it from the same team. It's not a us versus them thing, it's we're on the same team. You're helping your champion sell internally to the various stakeholders, and you're asking them to do the same for you. When it comes to negotiating price, always know what your drop dead price is. Always know what you're willing to give up, and never give up anything without getting something back or securing your commitment on moving forward. And when it comes to closing, all you have to do is ask for the deal. Once it's clear that you're on the same page and you've discussed pricing and you've aligned on it, just ask for the deal. Never discuss pricing over email. Always get on the phone with them and discuss it that way. You can gauge their feedback and see if you need to make any adjustments. Make sure that you're supporting all of your deals with social proof to give them the confidence, especially if this is a new prospect that you've never worked with before. They're going to be hesitant. So therefore, you need to give them as much proof that you can provide them by sharing similar clients that have had success, case studies, anything third party, testimonials that will help give them the confidence that you will be a good solution for them. That's what you need to provide them, so that way you can get them to move past the status quo. And B2B sales, that is your most common competition. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe for more weekly B2B sales tips. My book, Top Sales Producer, How to Crush Your Sales Quota, is a step-by-step guide that teaches you exactly what to say and do starting from day one, using the exact method that I've used to close over $250 million in sales. You can download the first step, which is the onboarding stage, by heading over to my website, andrewbarbuto.com. You can download it for free. It gives you everything that you need to know to get from point A to ramping up. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, if you're not helping, you're not selling. Thanks.